Welcome to 100 Space Facts to fall asleep to. Relax, close your eyes, and drift away as we explore the wonders of the universe. Let the calmness of space help you unwind and find peace. Let's begin. Space is completely silent since there is no atmosphere to carry sound. The hottest planet in our solar system is Venus, with surface temperatures reaching 900 degrees Fahrenheit or 475 degrees Celsius. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year, 243 Earth days to be exact. Neutron stars are the densest objects in the universe, with one sugar cube-sized piece weighing as much as all of humanity. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. The largest volcano in the solar system is Olympus Mons on Mars, standing 13.6 miles or 22 kilometers tall. Jupiter's Great Red Spot is a massive storm that's been raging for over 350 years. A day on Jupiter is only 10 hours long, the shortest day of any planet. Saturn's rings are made up of ice, rock and dust, ranging from tiny grains to large boulders. A year on Mercury is just 88 Earth days long. It takes sunlight about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. The Moon is slowly moving away from Earth at a rate of about 1.5 inches, or 3.8 centimeters per year. The Milky Way galaxy is on a collision course with the Andromeda galaxy, but the event won't occur for another 4.5 billion years. Black holes are regions of space where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. If two pieces of metal touch in space, they will bond together permanently. This is known as cold welding. There is a giant cloud of alcohol in space, enough to make 400 trillion pints of beer. A spoonful of matter from a neutron star would weigh about 6 billion tons on Earth. The largest known star, UY Scuti, is over 1,700 times larger than the Sun. Space isn't completely empty. It's filled with a thin spread of particles, dust and radiation. Astronauts can grow up to 2 inches taller in space due to the lack of gravity compressing their spine. Saturn has 83 moons, and one of its largest, Titan, has lakes of liquid methane. Our solar system is located in the Orion arm of the Milky Way galaxy. The surface of the Moon is covered in fine dust, known as regolith. The Sun accounts for 99.86% of the mass of our entire solar system. It would take more than 1.3 million Earths to fill the volume of the Sun. There are rogue planets drifting in space that don't orbit any star. The International Space Station orbits Earth every 90 minutes, traveling at about 17,500 miles per hour, or 28,000 kilometers per hour. A full NASA spacesuit costs about $12 million. Mars has the largest dust storms in the solar system, sometimes covering the entire planet for months. The coldest place in the universe is the Boomerang Nebula, with temperatures at minus 458 degrees Fahrenheit, or minus 272 degrees Celsius, just 1 degree above absolute zero. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, according to current estimates. The light from the nearest star to our Sun, Proxima Centauri, takes over 4 years to reach Earth. A quasar is a supermassive black hole that shines brighter than entire galaxies. The largest galaxy in the observable universe, IC 1101, is 6 million light-years across. Astronomers have discovered more than 5,000 exoplanets orbiting other stars. There are entire galaxies made almost entirely of dark matter, an invisible substance that we cannot yet directly detect. Every second, the Sun fuses 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy. A pulsar is a rapidly spinning neutron star that emits beams of radiation. There's a planet called 55 Cancri, where it rains diamonds. The Crab Nebula was formed by a supernova explosion seen on Earth in 1054 AD. Pluto, once classified as the 9th planet, is now considered a dwarf planet. One day on Pluto lasts 153 hours, over 6 Earth days. A light year is the distance that light travels in 1 year, which is about 5.88 trillion miles or 9.46 trillion kilometers. Galaxies are moving away from each other as the universe expands. It takes about 225 million years for the Sun to complete one orbit around the center of the Milky Way. The closest galaxy to the Milky Way is the Canis Major dwarf galaxy. The largest moon in the solar system is Ganymede, one of Jupiter's moons. A supernova explosion can outshine an entire galaxy for weeks or even months. Mars has seasons, just like Earth, due to the tilt of its axis. There are more than 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe. Stars twinkle because their light is distorted by Earth's atmosphere. The dark side of the moon is not actually dark. It receives just as much sunlight as the near side. Jupiter has a faint ring system made mostly of dust particles. The Sun is classified as a G-type main sequence star, also known as a yellow dwarf. The temperature at the Sun's core is about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, or 15 million degrees Celsius. The largest canyon in the solar system, Valles Marineris, stretches over 2,500 miles or 4,000 kilometers on Mars. Venus spins in the opposite direction of most planets, meaning its sun rises in the west. Astronomers believe there could be as many as 40 billion Earth-like planets in the Milky Way galaxy. The largest artificial satellite orbiting Earth is the International Space Station. If you could fly a plane to Pluto, it would take about 800 years to get there. The Sun will eventually run out of fuel and become a red giant before shedding its outer layers and becoming a white dwarf. Astronauts lose bone density in space due to the lack of gravity. The most distant man-made object, Voyager 1, is over 14 billion miles away from Earth. Jupiter has 92 moons, with the 4 largest called the Galilean moons. Mars appears red because of iron oxide or rust on its surface. The Milky Way galaxy is about 100,000 light-years across. It's estimated that there are about 200 billion trillion stars in the observable universe. A black hole's gravity is so strong that it can bend light around it, creating a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing. The Moon has no atmosphere, so there is no wind or weather. Venus is the brightest natural object in the sky after the Sun and the Moon. A red giant star can be hundreds of times larger than the Sun. Space probes have visited every planet in the solar system. In space, astronauts' blood redistributes throughout their body, which can cause their faces to puff up. The Andromeda galaxy is the largest galaxy in the local group, which includes the Milky Way. Stars are born in regions of space called nebulae, where clouds of gas and dust collapse under gravity. The Sun has enough fuel to last for another 5 billion years. The International Space Station orbits at an altitude of about 250 miles or 400 kilometers above Earth. A year on Neptune lasts 165 Earth years. Astronauts on the Moon left behind items like footprints, flags, and scientific equipment, which will remain for millions of years. The Earth's rotation is gradually slowing, adding about 1.7 milliseconds to our day every century. It is impossible to cry in space because tears don't fall. They form bubbles. Jupiter's magnetic field is the strongest of any planet, 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. A day on the International Space Station is 90 minutes long because it orbits Earth so quickly. In the vacuum of space, there is no way to feel the temperature. Objects are heated or cooled only by radiation. Some stars are so far away that their light takes millions or even billions of years to reach us, meaning we are seeing them as they were in the distant past. In space, liquids form floating spheres due to surface tension in the absence of gravity. There are more volcanoes on Venus than any other planet in the solar system. A total solar eclipse happens when the moon perfectly aligns between the Earth and the Sun, casting a shadow on Earth. The asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter contains millions of rocky objects, some as small as dust and others as large as dwarf planets. The footprints left by Apollo astronauts on the moon will remain there for millions of years because there is no wind to erode them. Jupiter's moon Europa has an icy surface with a vast ocean beneath it, making it a prime candidate for life. The Voyager spacecraft carry golden records containing sounds and images representing life on Earth, just in case they encounter intelligent extraterrestrial life. Our solar system is moving through space at an average speed of 514,000 miles per hour, or 828,000 kilometers per hour as it orbits the center of the Milky Way. The largest asteroid in the asteroid belt, Ceres, is also classified as a dwarf planet. Saturn could float in water if there was a bathtub big enough, because its density is lower than water. Astronomers have discovered entire galaxies made almost entirely of dark matter, which makes up about 85% of the universe's mass. Light from the farthest galaxies we can observe has traveled over 13 billion years to reach us. The moon's gravitational pull causes the ocean tides on Earth. The Kuiper belt is a region beyond Neptune filled with icy bodies, including Pluto. The observable universe is estimated to be about 93 billion light-years in diameter, but it could be much larger beyond what we can see. And there you have it, 100 space facts to relax and drift off to. The universe is vast, mysterious, and awe-inspiring. But now it's time to close your eyes and rest. Sweet dreams, and thank you for exploring space with us tonight.